Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new man law video. Do not be a eunuch. I want to say this. This video is brought to us by Vanderhagen's shaving butter. I use this all the time when I shave my head. Some pretty good stuff. I also use the Vanderhagen's safety razor kit. It's a small all-metal razor. You unscrew the bottom, opens up, and you're dropping your safety razor blade, and you get the shaving. It takes some practice. The first time I ever used it, it was like a it was like a murder scene. But I really enjoy it. And I enjoy their shaving products. Now that is out the way, I'm making this video in reference to, if you haven't caught the hint, to that Gillette commercial that was put out yesterday. Man, man, it wasn't clear that it wasn't clear before that there's a war on masculinity, a war on men, a war against a war on boys. If it wasn't clear then, that should be that should clear everything up. Let you know that there's obviously something wrong going on. There are those who are in advertising who think that, I don't know where they get this bright idea. They think that the best way they can attract more customers or keep the customers that they've had for who knows how many years is to browbeat them, is to make them feel ashamed of being masculine, make them feel ashamed of being boys, make them feel ashamed of being men, turn them into eunuchs. Yes, eunuchs. Because if you watch that video, they highlighted a bunch of I guess negative behaviors and claim that that's toxic masculinity. Which, for one thing, there is no such thing as toxic masculinity. None. Masculinity, if anything, is it's a characteristic. It's a positive characteristic of when you actually go from being a wild, untamed child to being, in terms of males rather, you become a full-fledged adult. You're capable of taking care of yourself. You can control your emotions so that you don't act on them, but you can act rationally. You can use logic and reasoning. That you're not just going out on impulse. That's masculinity. Masculinity. There is no negativity. There is no negative side of masculinity, because masculinity in itself is good. Same as with femininity. Yeah, I love feminine women. There are no negative attributes to what is feminine. What there are amongst us are sociopaths, and they in both sexes, and they may use the guise of masculinity or femininity to hide their terrible behavior, but really you dig deep enough, you figure out they're just sick people. They're sick in the sense of they're amoral. They're selfish. They're impulsive. They're abusive. They're dangerous to other people. They're dangerous to children especially. And this commercial is just shown that it seeks to make men ashamed of being men, make them ashamed of desiring to be masculine. They want to turn men into eunuchs. Which is interesting that a razor blade company is seeming to be doing its damnness to cut the balls off of men. And no, that can't, that won't fly. I remember I was watching the commercial, and I said, "What the?" And this I can't stand. When I did a video a while back about men do not appear weak. Do not actively appear weak. There was there were like two catcalling situations. One, the guy was at a party. He asked a girl, hey, smile, and then I noticed it on purpose. They had a black dude come and say, hey man, hey, chill, don't do that. I can't stand when they want to include black men, Latino men, in with this POC, this people of color, this victim group. Above all, yes, I am black, but above that, I'm a man. And I can't, I hate to see, I hate to see black men using that way to make it seem like they are also victims. It's hard. Life is hard for men already. Why would you want to appear? And going back to my old video, why would you want to appear to be weak? Be strong. Have courage. Have convictions. Have a spine. Have fucking nuts. And it's clear. And it's clear to this day that there are actors out there who want to fuck with that. Who want to they want to throw a monkey wrench into that machine. They want to disrupt masculinity. If not for this current generation, but for the generation after this one. And I think it's our job to do our damnedest to maintain masculinity within ourselves and to promote it for the next generation of young boys who we want to see grow up to be masculine men. No masculine man wants to see an effeminate boy. You damn sure don't want to see an effeminate boy become an effeminate man. That stuff is that's nightmare fuel, if you ask me. As far because we're looking into the future, and this world, the world as it stands needs masculinity more than ever. There is no toxic masculinity. Masculinity in itself is good. I thank God that I was born a man, and I thank God that He gave me the things that were necessary to make me masculine. Because now I can actually show those same things to people who struggle themselves. And that Gillette commercial obviously shows that there are those who see masculinity as being a threat to whatever plans they have. And if their plans require me, other men and young boys to have their nuts cut off, whether it be figuratively or literally, I don't want any part of it. And I'm going to do what I have to. I'm going to do all I can to stand in the way of of their plans. And that's why I make these videos. That's why I put on this hat, and that's why I wear this badass American flag T-shirt. And that's why I do the things I do, because I want to help preserve masculinity within my community, within my nation, because it is very important. And I want to also give thanks to the women out there who are doing all they can to preserve femininity for the women in their culture, for women in their countries, and women in their nation. Because a lot of women out there who claim to be strong, a lot of these feminist types, they're not being feminine. They're actually envious of masculinity. They're envious of men, and they figure that they'll either try to be men, or try to. Or this seems to be more prevalent. Try to break men down to where they're like spineless jellyfish, where they have no nuts, got no balls. It is sickening. So this man law video, I want to do this video because like I said, that commercial was eye opening. It was wow. It was something disturbing, and. Still not giving up hope. I'm gonna still keep doing these videos because it means a lot to me. I hope it means something to you guys, that you'll spread this information around, that you'll even add to the conversation. Tell me what you think of that commercial. I'm pretty sure many of you seen it. Were you as sickened as I am? And you had to resist the urge to punch a hole through your computer screen. Let your voice be heard. Again, I'm a fan of Vanderhagen's shaving butter and their razor blades. And it was crazy. I remember the first shaving kit I ever got was by Gillette. And Gillette, they sent it to me. It was my 16th birthday. It came up, and I got it in the mail as a sample kit. From when I wanted to start shaving, and it was cool. And it's sad to see that this is the direction that the company has gone in. So, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please look forward for more man law videos to come. Make your voice be heard in the comment section. If you want to donate to the channel to help with more projects or help me buy more Vanderhagen shave butter, just go to my PayPal. Go to the PayPal link on my homepage to give up that cheese button and make a donation. Of any amount that you like. Any gripes, complaints? You like the fact that I have nuts? Let your voice be heard. I'll see if we can address that issue, if it can be addressed, or if it is an issue at all. But it's my video. It's a mainline video. Do not be a eunuch. I'm Edward Jones, and you guys take care.